Hey, you guys. Welcome to my chat. I have some free time, or, I'm making some free time. I decided to come on and hang out with you guys and catch up with everybody. I got my front lens covered, I think, instead of my back ones. So say hi to me. Let me know you're here. I can't even see who's in the group right now unless you talk to me. I have to figure out how to do it the other way that I see other people doing it. So if you are here, don't let the cat have your tongue. Hi, Yvette. How are you? How are you making out? I know. It's gonna be a blackout. It's gonna be a blackout, so you're not gonna see me. Hopefully you're okay with that. But, we could just chat, basically. So my disclosure is that my 3-year-old twins, they're still up right now. So you might hear them in the background because it's not that late where I am. It's not that early either, but it's not that late. So how's everybody doing? I think I had a couple of things here that I could talk about minimally. I did go over to the support group and I let them know, which I haven't been doing. Anybody struggling with anything in particular before I get into the topics that I have here in front of me? Well, that's good, Cam. That's good. Yvette says it's been 3 months, no contact. Wonderful. But, there's a but. But my mind don't shut down. I guess I have trouble accepting the betrayal and letdown after 12 years. Yeah, well, if you compare 3 months to 12 years, that's a long time, Yvette. Most people would still be in their head after 3 months, realistically speaking, especially after narcissistic abuse. We're talking about trauma. Hey, Queen of Success. So, but the good news, Yvette, is you don't have to succumb to a busy mind. You can intercept yourself. Queen of Success says, I feel the same. I don't sleep well at all. Yeah, see. To me, that symbolizes something bigger, like, just not having that peace of mind. Because this is a blackout, Simready. It's a blackout. I'm doing something a little bit different. Oh, you guys missed looking at me already. I thought this would be a cool format to try out. I see other people do it on their channel, and I know that I've never done that. So everybody's probably like, what's going on? I'm just trying it out. I don't mind trying out different formats on here. But yeah, that's why I called it a blackout. You guys are probably wondering. It's all making sense now. Yeah. Hi, Monique. All is well with me. I'm very fortunate and very blessed. Hey, Water Groove. Yes, definitely. Everybody be safe and take precautions. For sure. Hey, Nick. Let's talk about the sleeping thing. You know, when you're stressed out, of course you can have insomnia. You know, that's not a strange thing, of course. I think facing and addressing whatever's burdening you or, you know, weighing you down mentally, you know, that's going to help you. I don't want to like try to put a band-aid on it and say, well, just stop thinking about it. Like that doesn't really work, right? Sometimes we have to change the way we think about things. But of course, I always recommend acknowledging it and using your emotional maturity, stepping into your logic. And then sometimes that's difficult too, because, you know, in the beginning, there's a lot of feelings swirling around because you're feeling hurt and disappointed and let down and abused and all of these things. So you have a lot of emotions clouding your logic. So it's a lot to sort through at first. I've made a lot of content on, you know, helping people in the beginning process of healing. Maybe I could pull up my YouTube and find those titles. But if you like Google reflection and progression and betrayal, like those type of videos that I made will probably help you. Or reflection and progression, healing from narcissistic abuse. I made specific videos just for that. Cam says, I start doing my own Instagram live called Take the Tea with Cam OK on an organization account. But the narcissist girl again who harasses keep going and now stalk my Instagram live. Yeah. Yeah. They will. And then if you block that one, they just make more accounts, right? Cam says, but I keep going. I love do much. But I keep going. You love what you do too much. I'm thinking that's what you're saying. Yeah. Nick says, it's been nearly a whole year since I've watched a video on this subject. I might be having a small relapse. What makes you think that, Nick? Queen of Success says, yeah, I guess I'm going through a divorce. Yeah. I have to leave family home. Oh, you got to leave the family home with 3 boys, no deposit to find a place, so not settled. Yeah. So it sounds to me like it's not really about the narcissist right now. Maybe you're just stressing about your stability in your life right now and all these changes more than the narcissists themselves, you know? Water Groove. Oh, okay. Water Groove is talking to Cam. Samretti says, question, do they ever stop hoovering? Seems they find all kinds of ways to hoover even if they're blocked. Sometimes they do actually stop hoovering. It really depends on the situation. And I feel that they stop hoovering when they really feel more than not that they'll be wasting their time. As long as they feel like they have a shot or they're not an acceptance to the fact that you're moving on and that it's over, or, you know, that you're not going to fall for it, you're hip to them, or you don't want them like that anymore. As long as they're in resistance to that and they feel like they can get what they want from you, there's a chance they're going to keep hoovering. So yeah, usually when a narcissist stops doing that, it's because they've found better supply or they don't feel like they'll be successful. So they don't want to knowingly waste their time. And that's why, you know, I say they have a lot of illusions and delusions, or you might feel like, oh, this person is being delusional. Right, they haven't accepted your stance right now. They don't believe it yet. So they're going to keep trying until they feel like they believe it. But really, you know, them trying is one thing. The main thing is that you don't fall for it or you don't receive it, you know? Because people are always going to try. Monique Torres says, I sleep good. I got my own room. I was thinking about the show and Live in Color. The skit lowers expectations. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Monique, but yeah, I used to watch that show when I was in junior high school. So I'm a big fan of the Wayans brothers. As a matter of fact, you might hear me moving around too, you guys. I'm gonna close my door so all that noise doesn't come up here too much. Um, I was watching on Netflix last night something with Marlon Wayans, and I used to have a crush on him, but he got a cute little Netflix series where he's like co-parenting with his ex-wife, and I don't know this woman's name, and I should because I've seen her in all types of shows, and you know she's not like a rookie or nothing on the scene. And I found myself, I was folding laundry and I watched several episodes last night, and I'll probably watch some more tonight. And I don't watch TV like that. I really don't. Maybe on a Sunday I might watch TV for the first time all week, you know. But when I'm like folding laundry, I'll watch TV. I need to do something else with it, not to digress too much. Queen of Success says, do you think narcissists are demons? And what is the purpose of them on this earth? That's a great question. And I'm glad that you asked this because this is information that I share with people in coaching sessions a lot of times. But I do feel like we're all vessels for energy and even entities. Yes, I do believe in a spiritual realm, Queen of Success. And I do believe that there is light and dark. And I believe that the narcissists use their vessels, they fill their vessels with darkness. But this is the thing, this is how the light is greater than the darkness. Even though they choose to be filled with that darkness, God still uses them for his good. Because even if he has to, you ever hear someone say, God had to break your heart to blow your mind type of thing? That's kind of what's occurring with narcissistic abuse. If you take that invitation, if you decide not to give up on yourself and to step in your strength, to face yourself on certain levels, they're being used as a catalyst to bring you back to yourself. So do I think narcissists are demons? Hold on, you guys. Nene Nay, what's up? You being a good girl? Oh my gosh, she'll just shake her. I'm sorry, I'll get back to what I was saying. But my adorable one of my twins, she has the most cutest unibrow. And when I ask her questions, she says yes and a no. Hold on a minute, honey. And she shakes her head so hard to say yes. She nods, and then she raises her unibrow with it, and it's like the most adorable thing ever. Hold on, I'm just helping her with her little request right now, and I'll be right back to our discussion. You good to go now?
Yes.
You love me? I love you too. Can I have a kiss? Cute little binky bonk. She's closing my door back. All right, go back downstairs. But yeah, I do feel like their vessels are being used by negative spirits, you know, in darkness. But like I said, they're being used as catalysts to bring you back to yourself. You know, they're harming people in one sense, but it's also giving you an invitation to become more enlightened, more self-aware in another sense, you know? And that's why sometimes people say nothing is all good or nothing is all bad. And there's something you could take from everything. So, or the yin with the yang type of thing. So even narcissists, even if they stay in the darkness, Even if they stay in denial, if they stay blind and ignorant for all their life, they'll be going to person, and each of those people will be having or being presented with the opportunity to, let them be a catalyst to be brought back closer to themselves or have more self-discovery. Who is this again? Push the door. It's you again. Nee, nay. Here, let me fix this for you. Hold on. I'm still here, you guys. And I'll be back on the thread. You got it? You good now? All right. Go back downstairs. Let's see how long it lasts this time. Oh, all right. So let's see where we're at here on the thread. I hope that answers your question, Queen of Success. Somebody says, not the narc. Who is it? I think this is a game to her right now. Not the narc I marry, LOL. It's my narc son's wife. All right, let me say that real slowly here, somebody. It's the narc's son. Okay, so his child is married. The wife, guessing she's a flying monkey. Oh, yeah. You know they have those. Yeah, but I don't see where you need to put on your sneakers at this point of the day. You're not going outside. Mm-mm.
Look at that shirt. It's too small for her, Mom.
No, it's not. She likes to wear it. Let her wear it. You guys got a half an hour more before you go to bed. All right. Mary's up here with me now, and that's my puppy. But I don't want Mary in here because I'll make sure she don't have an accident and I don't see it like I had seen early this morning. Yeah, take them downstairs, Nathan, so I can finish the live chat. Tell Jada that they could go to bed at 8:30. All right. Let's try again. I got a house full. We're all here quarantined together. So the narcissist son wife, yeah, she's probably is a flying monkey. You know, they don't want to look desperate and do the snooping themselves sometimes. They're way too arrogant. So they'll send somebody else. Let's see. Watergroove says, yes, good point. The narc tried, and I think he's given up and resents me now. The stalking still applies. Yeah. He hasn't given up if the stalking still applies, unless, yeah, even if it's someone else doing it for him, he still hasn't given up because they're working for him, you know. Hi, Dion Court. Everything is going well. I hope everything is going well with you. Huh, Yvette? You have a crush on somebody? Oh, Monique is telling me In Living Color had a dating skit. Did it make you laugh? Because I think Jamie Foxx is really funny. Marlon Wayans had me laughing on that Netflix thing last night, too. I know. Watergroove says, "Oh." All right. Oh, yeah. And they're so funny. Not to digress too much, because I'll probably be on here for a while, so don't mind me. We're gonna be able to talk about everything you want. Just ask me down in the comments. But with the twins, when they were little, I would never call their butt a butt. I would call it a bunker. So I would come and be like, "Oh, I smell some stinky bunks." So now I don't even know if they know their butt is a butt. They call their butt a bunker. And they'll come tell me, stinky bunk, which you know darn well they shouldn't have on a diaper at that point. But one of the twins is potty trained, and the other one needs a little bit time. Like I feel like Nia has been here several lifetimes because everything just comes so quick for her. And the other one is like on their first lifetime, and they're just trying to figure this whole earthly thing out. And she's like a baby, where Nia is just always watching over her. So, but yeah, she's the one that'll come tell me now, stinky bunk. And I'm like, well, aren't you gonna wear your underwears? I bought them all these new little underwears, and they have potties and the potty seats and everything. And she'll be like, no. She'll be like, no. So kids are funny. But then sometimes I'm like, man, I don't want them to grow up too fast because, they're my last ones. And I'm like savoring it. And I'm like, oh, they're still wearing Pampers. They're still babies. So, yeah. Anyone that follows me on social media, you guys know, like I drool over the twins. Hey, Robin, Singari from NYC. Okay. I always wanted to go to New York and like just do like a little visiting. And yeah, I don't know what that's going to look like nowadays, but everything because I really feel like, we're at a point of no return with certain things, Like, how can you ever really go back to the way it was? It's like you can't go back 100% for sure. So I'm not going to really use the C word. Maybe we could think of something else to call it, because I don't need YouTube flagging my ish, okay? Because they really are. Like, you just say it one time, and they're like flagging it, like ready to take your video down over it. Very sensitive over it, okay? But yeah, Queen of Success says, thanks. Yes, you answered my question beautifully. Thank you. Aw, great. So Water Groove says she's only a flying monkey for brownie points, keeping a family connection tight, kissing. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Some people are so desperate for attention or wanting to feel like they belong that, yeah, they will play that role and be the flying monkey. Well, that's what's up, Simready. Blocked since 2016. That's a minute. I block people like that too. But when they're narcissists, I don't let them out of the block. There's some people I blocked on Facebook. Every now and then I'll have a parole hearing for them. If I didn't think they were narcissists, but maybe they just kind of crossed a boundary or stepped out of line, I'd be like, can I let this person out or what? Me and Maya. Nene Nay came and now it's me and Maya. Did you eat your pizza? Did you eat your pizza? The pizza. Did you eat the sausage or did you have cheese pizza? Which pizza did you do? Did you fill your belly? Did you drink your juice? Because you need to be doing all of that. Because when I say it's time to go to bed. I thirsty. I don't want none of those tricks trying to come out of your sleeve. Because the one I'm holding right now is the one that tries to be the ringleader at bedtime. I feel bad. Their 17-year-old sister has to in the room next to them. And some nights it sounds like a zoo. Nathan, you are not allowed to be on the live chat. This is for adults only. Isaiah, come get me and Maya's. And I love kissing their bellies. It's so cute. My babies. I earned them little ones, okay? I really did. Oh my gosh. God bless us mothers. And Mother's Day is coming up too. Mother's Day is coming up. But every day should be Mother's Day. Every day, take care of yourself. Spoil yourself. All right? Have your me time. And, have a balance in between taking care of the house and, having your self-love too. So Yvette says, yay, I was finally your first like. Aw. Do I see a number 2 and number 3? Yvette, I'm not sure what you talked about, girl. Let's go down the chat here. Water group. It doesn't have to be a sad thing. Just, think of yourself as a celebrity, a local celebrity. Shoot. These celebrities be getting all kind of hate, all kind of, people slandering them, talking ish about them, making fun of them. Look, it comes with the territory of being somebody that's about anything. And the more exclusive you are, the more pickier you are and that you become. Everybody can't sit at your table. Everybody can't be a part of the team. So trust me, you're going to have some stalkers. You're going to have haters because as much as they don't like you, you're about something. You have an energy about you and they want to see. They want to know what's going on. So that's not anything to cry about. That's just, look, if you got it going on, if you're about something in life, that's what's going to happen to you naturally, okay? So you're going to have to learn how to get comfortable with that in life, okay? Especially as you grow and evolve and get better and better and all of these things. It's just going to attract more attention. You're not going to want all the attention, but it just comes with the territory. But don't ask to be blessed in life. Don't ask for favor and all of this stuff. You have to be able to, manage and cope with what comes with that, okay? So have some thick skin and all of that. But you did the cry thing, but then you busted out laughing. So, perhaps we're good in that. Perhaps you're good in that, okay? Yeah, Nathan, that one right there. He is like 10 going on 25, 35, as a matter of fact. M. Lane says, hey, Lakia, my 5-year-old's narc's father just called. Oh my gosh, haven't heard from him since. What? Huh. Wow. Mm-hmm. Right. I wouldn't be wanting to hear it either. Mm-mm-mm. Well, I hope he paying some type of child support or something, at least, with my ex-husband, not to be in too much in my business, he doesn't talk to me, but we know he's still alive by that money that come every week, okay? Okay. That's how we know he's still alive. That money come. So let's continue down the thread here. Emmeline says he sent a message saying he wants to be in his son's life again, that he's done some soul searching. Oh my gosh, doesn't that sound like so fake and phony and cliche? It really does. That's the thing, narcissists make it bad for other people. Because sometimes people do effed up things and they do change and have a new perspective. But when it's a narcissist, that's a lie. And there's another agenda with that. So we could decode that as he wants to be back into your life again and get back into searching your soul and snatching it. Okay. We have to learn how to read in between the lines of what they're saying. I'm here. I'm just reading the thread, you guys. Yvette says, I meant a number 2 like and a number 3 like from your subscribers. Hit the like button. Yeah, you guys. I have my thing covered, so I don't even know who's in here. And next time, I'm gonna have to make sure that I switch it so that I can see that aspect of things. But yeah, always show love. You know, if you drop by, let me see if I forward faced it. So let me turn it this way and see what happens. Okay, yeah. So it looks like 17 people are in here, and I have 19 people are in here, and I have 10 likes right now. So yeah, when you come into the live chat, show some love and hit the like button, you guys. That helps grow the channel. But let me tell you what I was watching before I came on this live chat, and you know, this had to be, and these are chances are a lot of narcissistic men who are doing this. And I only could stomach watching it for about a minute. I'm telling you, I watched for about a minute, and it was this lady describing how she gave this Nigerian man $95,000 over the span of a year and a half, because he put up a phony dating profile pretending to be some construction guy. Number one, he put up this with this Caucasian guy. He targeted this middle age or a little over middle age Caucasian woman who just went through a divorce. Okay. So the first thing out of her mouth was, as a matter of fact, let me, I could pull it up, but you guys don't need to hear the audio. I could just tell you. I don't know. You want me to pull it up so you can hear it for yourself? I could actually do that. Let me see. But I'm telling you, all I could do was shake my head when I heard her describing this. And it's crazy because the people who were doing the video, they said people give $10 million a month away to these Nigerian guys. $10 million a month? I'm like, really? Where can I go into? Here's my history because I'm on my laptop now. Goodness, my kids are still using my account. Here it is. Exposing Nigerian online love scammers. 60 minutes. So I'm just going to play this. Hold on a minute, you guys. Hold on. Let me turn this up. Let me see if I can get it where that lady was giving her testimony.
Despite all the publicity, still hand over a total of $10 million to these shysters every single month. You count?
Hi, good afternoon. Yeah, we're from 60 Minutes Australia, and you seem to be in a lot of trouble.
They're the lowest of the low. They're absolute scumbags, and they're a poor excuse for a comment.
When we first exposed Nigerian scammers in Lagos 6 years ago, they ran a simple but lucrative operation, sending dodgy emails around the world requesting money with the lure of a handsome return. But the swindlers have a new shtick. They've moved onto dating sites, and the cruel hook they use is the promise of love.
I suppose he absolutely had me by my heart. This guy was just telling me everything that I wanted to know.
He was saying everything he knew you wanted to hear.
Everything I wanted to hear. Yeah, he was making me feel as if I was worth a person.
Rosalie is 53, divorced and terribly lonely. For romance scammers, the perfect mark. Looking for love online, she met Benjamin Walthall, a handsome American businessman working in Malaysia. Ben wooed her for hours at a time.
Wait.
He even sent flowers. Rosalie believed she'd finally found true love. And when the man of her dreams asked for loans to help his business, she happily handed over thousands.
$90,000 plus what I still owe in phone calls, and I have a debt of $15,000.
You've given away your entire life savings and you're in debt.
Yes.
All right, I gotta stop there, you guys. And I don't know, were you guys able to hear that audio? Hold on. You guys, I did not. Number one, somebody, don't make me laugh. Oh my gosh. I'm laughing because the first thing I see when I look down is somebody say, "No way, LOL." And I have it paused, and her facial expression is like, yeah, I did that. Like, it's like, yeah, and my screen is like, I have two screens that I work off of, but the one that the 32-inch one is on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. OMG. I'm like, whoa. Whoa. So it almost made me want to make a video like how to not be scammed by Nigerian online lovers. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, you guys. But she said everything to let you know like why she was able to fall for this. Number one, she says he had my heart in his hand. Because I was, this time when I listened to that little 20 seconds of her talking, I jotted down, what she was saying. He had my heart in his hand. Like, number one, how can he get all of that when she probably never even touched him? I don't even know if he gave her a video chat, So right there, she was looking for something to attach to. Then she's giving us all the information. He said everything I wanted to hear. So he said everything, but what did he do? And this is a pitfall that survivors, hopefully she becomes a survivor, okay? But yeah, we fall for that, maybe to a lesser degree, but falling for what the narcissist said and not what he's doing. And then this was the most telling part of all of it. She says he made me feel like I was worth something, or something to that nature. He basically made her feel worthy. Then she says, the guy says she was the newscaster or whatever, said she was terribly lonely. Like, not just lonely, terribly lonely. So, she wasn't filling her own cup. You guys. So, in essence, she was paying this guy to give her this fantasy, really, and make her feel good. And that's an expensive tab to pay. And then I know some of my survivors have done it to a lesser scale in which they could get all that money back, and it wasn't nowhere near that amount. We have to stop, moving out of that energy of desperation. Yeah. Well, are you talking about the scammers or the victims of the scam? M. Lane. She says those people have no idea who they are. Empty souls. Yeah. The narcissist. Samrati says, have people ever heard of actions speak? Yeah, right? Right? Seriously? I love your name right now because That's what we could say to this situation. Seriously, but it seriously really does happen. It really does happen. Now, if she was in her feminine energy and wasn't trying to buy love, you know, that's the other issue that she had going on right here. Because when you look at the picture of this guy that was supposedly giving her this attention, like it, I'm sorry to say, but he was like, oh, this Nigerian guy put up this younger white man that was all muscly and all this stuff. And here she is like pushing on 60. And, you know, so now she's the one that felt like he was the prize and not her. Because that's what was going on right here. She seen those pictures and was like, oh, to keep his attention, she turned into that sugar mama. But that's like, I don't even, is that, what's past the sugar mama? Because that's a lot right there. That's a lot right there. But let me scroll back up a little bit because so Monique Torres says, when I go back on Facebook, be using my maiden name. Oh, okay. So you're going through a divorce and you're going to change your name back. Yeah, I understand. Level Up Mind, Body, and Beauty channel. Oh, I might have to check you out. She says, ex-narc relationship fell and he has reached out to me 3 times. I blocked him each time. Bye, boy. Okay. Bye, fool. Nothing for you. You're dead to me. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously says narcissists lie whenever their mouths are moving. Yeah. I made a video like basically titled something like that. M. Lane said, I had a little anxiety. I was just saying to myself, what do you want? Go away. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, that anxiety you feel when they pop up or their energy comes near yours is just, it's like that fight or flight, like your energy and your essence, your brain, your body, all of you, your whole being knows like, look, this person is poisonous to you, toxic. And it's like warning you. It's like a warning. Just if I were to put my hand over a hot burner and it's, you know, maybe up to the top, I could feel that heat. And the closer I get to it, it gets hotter, but your body is like alerting you. And if you get near anybody and they make you feel that way, you know you need to stay away from that person. Level Up Mind, Body, and Beauty channel says, exactly. They are evil. Best thing about 2020, narcs are coming up empty-handed because of how many people know about them. Yeah. And that's a good thing. I know. Seriously is probably like, seriously? Right. Level Up Mind, Body, and Beauty channel says they use witchcraft. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, you ever heard of signing a deal with the devil? Oh, they try to manifest. You know, it's more so for them about the earthly things because, you know, they're not looking for love. So Yvette is saying this type of situation when people are getting swindled out of their money happens on 90 Day Fiance. I never watched that show, you guys. I never seen it. I see commercials for it, of course, but I never did it because it was so popcorny to me. You know, I couldn't give it my attention. I'm not a big TV person to begin with, but when I do watch, like I just over the last 3 weeks watched How to Get Away with Murder. That's one of my guilty pleasures on Netflix. I love Viola Davis. I think she's the shit. Okay. So I indulge in that show because you got to think, and there's a little action, and there's always a little cliffhanger, and it's like my little soap opera. Okay. So I enjoy watching that show. I did watch Power when it was out. You know, it's got all this other stuff going on now, which hasn't started yet, but I don't know how that's going to work out. I was a little salty about Ghost passing. But you know what? If I think about this on a psychological level, Angela passed away, and that was his soulmate. And sometimes people will pass away soon after their soulmate. That's why a lot of times when old married couples, one pass away and the other one pass away within 2 years, you know, they be calling for each other and stuff. So in my little head, I'm like, Ghost and Angela are together. And I know it's just to show you guys, but you know, that's what I'm thinking right there. They're reunited, you know. Even though I hated how they got together and all of that. But Tasha, you know, she didn't want him to become a clean guy, so I understand that. But the way he went about it, though, right? But I'm not going to get on that topic because it's not even why I came on here. But yeah. Lane says, yeah, I don't watch 90 Day Fiance. Yeah. And I don't, and you know what? I used to watch The Little People of Atlanta. So I want to say rest in peace to the cast member that's only in their 30s and got hit by a car or something, I heard. That's really sad. That's really sad. I hadn't watched that show in a while either. And honestly, a lot of people are passing away right now. And a lot of people's parents seem to be passing away, is what I'm seeing a lot of right now. So, you know, my condolences to people who are grieving and stuff right now and over this stuff. You know, it's a hit. Yvette says, I love reality shows. It's actually pretty good. They have like 4 or 5 sequels to it now. Okay. Yeah, well, for them to keep bringing it back around, you know, that means that they have the ratings, you know, and the advertising behind it. Thank you for the roses, Level Up Mind, Body, and Beauty channel. Oh my gosh, I have like a box of Palo Santos in front of me right now, and they smell so sweet. I love that smell. Oh my gosh. Well, it's great when they get their karma, and we just got to make sure we don't block them from their karma. So, you guys, I had something else that I wanted to talk to you about that I thought would be really helpful. And, you know, this is great for anyone that actually rock out with the live chat and made it 48 minutes in. We're going to talk about something, you know, really good right now. So, thanks for hanging out and hanging in. I was in deep thought. I want to laugh too. What did At Water Groove say? Let me scroll back up and see if I can find it. I must have missed somebody's comment. I love comedy, you guys. And that's a great way to, you know, lighten things up in the healing process. Find something you can laugh at, you know. It's not the time for sad love songs and romantic movies and Jerry Maguire, you know? Yeah, it's time to get some comedy in your life, okay? I think Kevin Hart is funny. I do, even though I don't like his cheating ways, okay? But I think he's a funny guy. And I've been rocking out with him since day one, since Paper Soldiers. That's one of the movies that I used to watch when I was a little younger, and it was guaranteed to make me laugh. Who in this chat room, I know I just digressed it, and we'll get back to this topic in a second. Who in this chat room has watched Paper Soldiers? Anybody? That was a Rockefeller film that came out. When did it come out? I could Google it, but it came out a while ago. It was way before Kevin Hart got on. Way before. Beanie Siegel was in it and Memphis Bleek. Oh my gosh. Was that movie funny or not? The funny character to me that gave me the most laughs was the guy that worked with him at the beeper store. And I should be able to know him by more than that guy, considering how many times I watched that movie. But that guy was a mess. He was a mess. He started robbing those houses with Kevin Hart and his Caucasian guy. I forgot what they called him. And he really got scary. And that whole scene was so funny when they took him to, do that hit, and he gonna drive off after like 1 minute. They taking too long. Oh my God, the police is coming. Like, he just got like super duper paranoid. And you have to watch it. Oh my gosh. I wonder if it's on here. I gotta play the audio. I'm gonna play the audio for you guys. Let me see. Somebody had to put that skit in here because that skit was funny. Paper Soldiers. And I know we're digressing, but we're chilling out, you guys. And we're going to get to other things too. Paper Soldiers scene. Let me see. Driving. Not the driving. Let me just put Paper Soldier scenes. Because that has to be, that's one of the scenes that people have to like. And then Officer Murphy, rest in peace to Charlie Murphy's, Eddie Murphy's brother. He was in this. Everybody put the scene of Beanie Siegel getting arrested, which was semi funny too. That part was semi funny too. I don't know if you guys want to hear that one. Oh my gosh. So in this scene is Beanie Siegel running from the cops. Granted, he been out of jail for 5 hours. And that's how they made it funny. They're like, you wasn't home long enough to take a shit, and he was already handcuffed and going back in. Now, sidebar is not funny on a serious note for black men to be going in and out of jail. And this is, a comedy. So this was not, to be getting political over. No, I don't see that particular scene. Oh, I just seen Master P face up here. I like Master P. I like his business mind. Smokey. Oh my gosh. Somebody had to put that scene though, and I just don't see it, you guys. So I'm not going to burn too much time looking for it. And I know half of y'all probably like, girl, moving right along. But yeah, the topic, let me look at the comments here first. Okay. No more comments. All right. And let me see who's in the chat. I'm just lifting this up lightly. Somebody in there taking a bath. All right. So the thing that I wanted to mention, you guys, is willpower isn't enough. I don't know how many of you know that in the healing process, but willpower is not enough for you. Some survivors, after, going through narcissistic abuse, they just try to rely on their willpower. But if we think about it, you had an addiction, chances are, which is what kept you in that relationship over and over. So if we're thinking about addictions, when people are trying to break all other kinds of addictions, alcohol, drugs, sex, and we could be addicted to all types of things, all right? Gambling, okay. Is willpower enough for them? It's not. That's why the 12 steps were created. And one of the first things in the 12 steps is going to a higher power to help you with that strength, you guys. Tyler, the Creator, just uploaded some new music. I'm a big fan of his, not to digress. It's just, it popped on my phone while I was talking to you guys. So I definitely, I wanted to make it a point to make it clear that willpower is not enough to heal from narcissistic abuse. You're not going to be able to will your way. And I know we're in a day and age where it's all this mind over matter stuff, and I understand that, and we do have to reprogram ourselves in our mentalities and our outlooks, but willpower isn't enough. That's why you have to, step into your strength and take control of what you can, and that's why I say when people find success in healing from narcissistic abuse, it was intentional. It wasn't accidentally. They were actually actively putting things in place and taking actions and steps and going in this direction away from that toxicity, even when it was early on and their brokenness wanted to just revert back to the status quo, when their self-esteem was low in the beginning and they didn't feel like they could have better and they were so broken down, but they kept going. They intercepted their toxic self. Hey, Cynthia Grow. We were just talking about how willpower isn't enough for you to become that thriver, or, to even become the survivor after narcissistic abuse. We can't just rely on our willpower, because you got to think about it. At that point, your energy, your whole body, and your behaviors and your mannerisms, what is it more used to at that point if we were going to rely on willpower? Is more used to doing things the wrong way. Is more used to the narcissist than not. Okay? So it can't just be our willpower that's going to help us be successful at that point. And then here's the other thing. Here's the other thing about that false belief about it. I'm going to have the willpower. I'm going to be strong enough to da-da-da-da-da. Here's the thing that happens in the beginning. And we'll also connect this to other people that are healing from other types of addictions. The more you pull away in the beginning, the stronger the urge is going to be to pull you back in there. You got to think about that. And that's why we talk about the trauma bond and the chemical releases. And this is real, you guys. And I've made videos about this scientifically. And I even broke it down to how, the different parts of your brain and everything. You feel free to check that video out. But your mind early on and for quite some time is very much wired for that toxic situation. So when you pull away from it, you're going to go through a withdrawal just like the alcoholic, just like the person that's coming off of drugs. And it's going to make you crave it. Now, your logic, you might have more self-awareness at this point, and your logic is going to know, hey, I shouldn't be doing this. But the same thing can be happening to that alcoholic and that drug addict and the gambler. They know that they know what they're doing is wrong, but they are caught up in that pattern of addiction, you guys. So willpower isn't going to be enough. You need to be building a support system. You need to be, setting yourself up to not fall victim, If I had a food addiction, I'm like, oh my gosh, every time I drive past this Popeye's chicken, I end up getting food. Okay, I'm going to take another route home. I'm going to go this way. So at least if I'm not seeing it, it's lowering my probability. It's just doing things like that that's helping you lower those probabilities, you guys. So learning how to practice self-love, even when you're not feeling all that self-love for yourself, but you're practicing it over time, you're creating new patterns and behaviors as well. And then it becomes, more than a second nature to you. Where before it wasn't even in your nature, but it'll come like a second nature or, something even more than that. But yeah, it's not going to just be a willpower, you guys. you have to really create that support system. So that's why it's great to have the communities and the channels like this, you know, lots of videos, over 700 here that you could listen to for hours and hours. I have different playlists, you guys. I have the motivational playlist. You need to keep that one in your back pocket for the days that you're feeling like shit. You're feeling like, you know, you're feeling like a victim mentality. Go into that playlist and it'll help you out. There's like 50 videos in there. So, yeah, always be looking to increase your support system. And don't let the coronavirus isolate you or feel isolated. Use what you got, you know. I listen to TD Jakes all the time. Like, I listened to his sermon this Sunday. And, you know, he always has a word for me. So even if you can't go see your normal pastor, for those of you that go to church, you know, my church does online, but it always did even before the coronavirus. So Cynthia Gross says a therapist described it as like creating new pathways in our brain. You have to go down the more adaptive thought patterns over and over, and it gets easier as the path is more well worn. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And then, you know, that new pattern, that new behavior becomes more dominant than the other. So you're right. Your therapist is very right on that. Yeah, TD Jakes, he definitely has a gift. He definitely has a gift. And he is one of my spiritual teachers for sure. So I'm just looking through my paperwork, you guys, to see if there's anything that I want to go into that's on these. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is fun. This is on a fun note. I think maybe I'll do this. I'll do this. Yeah. I'll do this. But before I get into what I'm about to do, I want to go back a little bit to, you know, how we were talking about the Nigerian guys taking advantage of the woman, and then also to a lot of survivors who ask me, you know, why they keep ending up in those kind of relationships, attracting another narcissist, not only attracting the narcissist, but getting entangled with them again, you know. My whole thing is, I feel like you have to energetically unalign with that energy. You have to outgrow it. Because once you do that, they won't be able to thrive with you. And then that's going to make them want to get away from you at that point. So let me clarify what I'm saying here. Well, am I saying that you'll never attract a narcissist? Absolutely not, because the more beautiful you are, the more successful you are. And when I say beauty, I don't just mean by your external. You know, the more you have it going on in all these type of ways, people are going to want you. And, you know, narcissists want what they don't deserve anyway. So will they try that? But they won't be successful to the point where they're just going to keep it moving. And then these are situations where you might get ghosted, you know, or they might try to argue with you, or you have a fallout, and then it feels like there's some type of discard going on early on, because they just could not get you in a way that they could, you know, to the people that they were able to, you know, make a supply. When they're trying to figure out if you could be that supply because you have something that they want, you know. But if you're not energetically aligned with that, you're walking out of your self-love, you have healthy boundaries, you're not moving out of desperation, you're not being hasty or in a rush per se, it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. And you'll be like, man, maybe I would have used to fallen for that, but it won't even be appealing for you anymore. It won't even turn you on. It won't even strike a curiosity in you anymore. It'll be a turn off. It won't move you the same because you're just, like I said, you've energetically unaligned with that, or you've outgrown it basically. So the other thing that I wanted to do is I found 2 songs, you guys, because I'm a huge music head. I found 2 songs that I felt like really described narcissistic abuse. Pretty good. And I can't play the songs. Let me Google the lyrics. Because you know how that is nowadays. You can't even be barbecuing on your grill and have music lightly playing in the background. And we ain't even downloading music for free. We went out and bought these CDs and we can't even just really play because everything is censorship. Everything is copyright. Everything is about the money, It's so annoying, isn't it? But let me look up the lyrics to this song. And I've heard this song many times, you guys. And this last time that I listened to it, and I wasn't listening to it out of pleasure, I must have been like in my deep thoughts while I was listening to it. And I was like, damn, like that's a that's a narcissistic relationship right there. All right, I was trying to see if anybody was still here with me. Of course you are. Thanks for hitting the like button as well. So this first song that really, to me, captures narcissistic relationships as far as in a romantic sense. Yes, music is so healing. So, sidebar, be really mindful of the type of music you're playing. I'm a African American woman, and before I was woke, if you will, I listened to some low vibrational, what I would consider more than not low vibrational music. I did listen to it and didn't really have that much effect on me. But once I shifted into a different energy, I would love the music and the beat, but then they would be coming in with all these bees and hoes and oh, whoa. It was a little bit, it was too raunchy for me. I was like, dang, I used to listen to this stuff without flinching. And now it's I'm just not vibrating on that energy. And I'll be like, whoa. So I find myself listening to a lot of instrumentals where I could still enjoy that bass that I like. And then sometimes we'll listen to a song and we ain't really listening to, and then when we finally hear the lyrics, like, oh, like I like the song until I heard the message. Like, whoa, can't do that. So, yeah, I would pay attention to the type of music you listen to. Like, my favorite artist is Michael Jackson. I feel like his music is very high vibrational. Like, I could listen to his music on the low and be studying for something or writing someone's summary or anything like that. And I feel like that music just lifts me up. Stevie Wonder, he got that richness in his music as well. Tyler, the Creator, I mean, I seen his performance at what award show was it? Now that was a little creepy. I'm gonna have to say that. But his music, when I listen to it, is extremely then at least the last 3 albums, because that's when I found out about him really. I've listened to Water Groove's laughing at me. I've listened to some of his, it made me want to go and listen to some of his earlier work. Because like I said, I'm a music head. I'm a huge music fan. And I listen to everything. And if anyone were to like come into my mix, they wouldn't be able to know who I was, because it's like, okay, she just listened to Ella Fitzgerald, Now she's listening to Lionel Richie. Now she's listening to Kanye West. Now she's listening to the Bee Gees, Aerosmith, Alanis Morissette. Up now she's listening to K Michelle. Like, people wouldn't be able to like figure me out too much. Like, I don't know who the hell. I don't know who she is because it's really diverse. But yeah, Marilyn Manson. You listen to him, Marilyn? Only sometimes. Okay. Um, you know what? I haven't really listened to his music. This is gonna make a few people laugh. The only time that I've listened to Marilyn Manson, and that's if you're being serious, is when he did the collab with DMX on the Flesh in My Flesh album. Okay, like that was some classic. That was a classic album. But he did a good job with that collab right there. Now, the song is talking about DMX making a deal with the devil, and Marilyn Manson is kind of like the subconscious of the devil's energy coming back to, collect the debt. Like, okay, I put you on, I gave you this money. Now it's time for me to take your soul. So, seriously says, it's amazing you mentioned Stevie Wonder, his song Love is in Need of Today for the fabric of the healing process after I parted ways with the narc. Yeah, I love him. He's got, oh my gosh, he's a gift. He has a gift. He's in my top 4 artists for sure. He's in my top 4 artists for sure. Like, he has a pure gift. I appreciate people who really have talent. I think some of the artists, or a lot of them, I'm sorry to say today, and I'm not sorry to say actually, they don't have real talent, when you compare them to people who, I believe. And some people might say, well, that's an opinion. But honestly, if you could really sing, you could sing. You know what I mean? There are people who are just musicians all the way around, like John B. We're taking it back right now. John B, he writes, produces, engineers, plays instruments. Like, he's the real deal. And to me, highly underrated. And sometimes it's like that in life. The most talented person isn't the one that will get the shine always. But not to say he didn't get no shine in life, but I appreciate him. A new age person that I really like a lot is Music Soul Child, and I know that he struggled a couple years back with his authenticity and trying to figure out, well, if people don't want real music, I guess I got to give them, because he got to pay bills too. But I'm so glad that he's sticking with the script, because I think he makes beautiful music as well. I hear people complain about, not complain, they might mention his live performances. Either way, when he drop a CD, it's all that. All right, in a bag of chips. So some people, you will just buy the CD without hearing it. I'll buy a Jill Scott CD without listening to it. You know what I mean? Because I know she's got some quality with her. And some people you just have that respect for. Cynthia says he's so insightful. I kind of like him as a person, I think, but I liked his remake of Sweet Dreams. Yeah. Yeah. Aw. Widow Groove says, yes, he did a good job with the Peachy Mode, but yeah, only listen to him sometimes. Aw. And that's the funny thing. Marilyn Manson, he may look one way and then be something totally, he may be like a marshmallow. So sometimes, we judge a book by a cover, and we shouldn't. So, but yeah, the 2 songs, you guys, let's get into the first one. One of them is more new school and the other one is more old school. Okay. So the new school one that I feel like really describes narcissistic abuse is The Blame Game by Kanye West. Okay. I might catch a lot of flack for this, but Kanye West is my favorite rapper. I know. And I know he's probably a narcissist. He's very narcissistic and probably overtly so. But right now, I'm just talking about his craft. I'm just talking about his product and his production and musically so. Okay. But he is my favorite rapper. But the Blame Game, yeah, I feel like that one. So let's go down some of these lyrics, and there there is profanity. I'm gonna say that right now. But just the title, Blame Game, right off the rip. What do narcissists like to do? Blame. Blame. So I don't know how many of you guys, get down with Kanye West, but I do. I do, you guys. He makes good, what I think is good treadmill music, okay? Bipolar as he may be, um, confused as he may be, okay? And then, oh my gosh, the Blame Game is like multifaceted to me because we get to laugh at the end. Because what did he do? Of course, he brings Chris Rock on at the end, and we might have to listen to that skit just to laugh. I think I could get away with playing that part. I don't think I'll be censored for doing that part because it's not the music, it's really just um, Chris Rock getting more than he's getting some cookie that he shouldn't be getting, okay? After Kanye was done with it, getting Kanye's leftovers after he done upgraded her and showed her how to really do it. Cynthia Gross says, I have heard enough time keeping track. I've had enough hard time keeping track of my own life. Okay. Yeah, Cynthia says people grow on you. And all I know, he's controversial, but I forget why. LOL. It is hard to keep track of celebrities. Okay. And especially nowadays when they're kind of like on the low. So let's get into the lyrics. But yeah, automatically, we already talking about blaming people. So, the energy is right on up the narcissist alley, right off the rip. And he says, let's play the let's play the blame game. I love you more. Let's play the blame game for sure. Let's call out names. Names. I hate you more. Let's call out names. Names for sure. I'll call you bitch for short. As a last resort and the first resort. So we're talking about verbal abuse right off the rip. You called me a motherfucker for long. And at the end of it, we both were wrong. So here, the narcissist in the before you're a survivor, while you're in there, just going back and forth and just feeding off of each other. Okay. And then we go back to the chorus. So here's the next verse. On the bathroom wall, I wrote, I'd rather argue with you than be with someone else. So, that's the trauma bond right there, you guys. And then here's the next line. I took a piss and dismissed it like fuck it and went and found somebody else. Right. So, narcissists, I think somebody should study their attention spans, right? So already it's on to the next. And then it says, fuck arguing, harvesting the feelings, yo. I'd rather be by my fucking self. So this is bipolar. In 3 sentences, everything has flipped. I'd rather argue than to be with somebody else. I took a piss and dismissed it like fuck it and went and found somebody else. Fuck arguing, harvesting the feelings. Yo, I'd rather be by my fucking self. Till about 2 a.m. and I call back and hang up and I start to blame myself. Somebody help. This is like inside of the mind of a narcissist. And that's just one tiny paragraph. if we were to go down this whole thing, it's just describing back and forth the toxic, crazy, cycles that's going on between the narcissist and their supply. Listen to this. You weren't perfect, but you made life worth it. Stick around. Some real feelings might surface. I've been a long time since I spoke to you in the bathroom, gripping you up, fucking and choking you. What the hell was I supposed to do? I know you ain't getting this type of dick from the local dude. And if you are, I hope you have a good time, because I'll definitely be having mine. So, yeah, he's talking about you can never be perfect to a narcissist, all right? But you made life worth it with your supply. Stick around, some feelings might surface. That's the future faking right there. Been a long time since I spoke to you. But speaking in this term, he's talking about having sex, okay? And then not just regular sex, sociopathic type sex. And then some of y'all be like, girl, that ain't sociopathic. I'm into that too. Non-narcissistic people can be into that, but trust me, sociopaths can too, and that's the scary part, okay? And then, the ego of always thinking their sex is the ish, okay? And then sometimes, they may be skilled in that department because they study it. Sometimes that might be their skill. But the thing is, when you get turned off from them, the touch doesn't feel the same, doesn't feel the same unless you're extremely detached, and this is a woman that's body is detached from her essence at that point. And those women, a lot of times they've been sexually abused or they're just extremely numb at that point. And he says, I hope you're having a good time, because I'll be definitely having mine. So, with or without you, they're going to be doing X, Y, and Z, Now let's go down here. He's sitting there consoling you, rubbing my name through the mud. Who's provoking you? So, people are teaming up against the little old narcissist, right? You should be grateful a nigga like me ever noticed you. Now you're noticeable and can't nobody get control of you. Oh my gosh. This song is a mess. I'm not gonna go through all these lines, but look, listen to it on your own free time. We all on quarantine. Check it out. Kanye West, The Blame Game. If you be like shaking your head like, girl, maybe some of us have actually been in those situations, okay? And then, oh my gosh, somebody took the time out to write all of Chris Rock's skit, which is so funny. Let me pull up this second song that I bet you guys can't guess it. Hold on. And this song is actually really hot. And this is by one of my I'm a swirler. So this is by a little Caucasian guy right here. Let me go back on the comments here. Cynthia, girl, look, it's on my bucket list. Cynthia says, you're singing it too? Girl, it's on my bucket list to make some type of musical CD in my lifetime. It's really on my bucket list. It is. I do have a musical background. Like, it started like when I was in the 4th grade, not to be on myself too much. I started out playing the clarinet, and that it was an escape for me because, I had a tough childhood in a certain manner, and I'm not going to get into that right now. But, being able to do after school activities and and just engulfing myself in school. It was an escape from my home life, okay? So I learned how to play the clarinet starting in the 4th grade, and it really gave me a really good foundation with music as far as understanding music and having an ear for it. So I listen to music, I could listen to it and just listen to the drums or the bass. I could listen to it and just listen to the violins, or I could critique it. I can hear something that's sharp or flat, and I just have a really, like, I could have easily done or made a profession in the music world myself, not necessarily for my singing capabilities, but probably behind the scenes. But I like to write songs and engineer music. Like, I like playing with sounds. That's why I like really creative people who can't be put in a box, so to speak. Like people like Pharrell Williams. Like, I just say he makes music, and that's beautiful because I can't say he's an R&B singer. I can't say he's a rapper. I can't say it's alternative music. You can't even put that kind of music in a box. It's just music. Like Tyler Creator, I feel like he jumped into that level as well. Like, he used to be called a rapper, but now it's like, he just make music too. That's how like, you've gotten to like a high vibrational level with it in a certain sense. But yeah. Yeah, Water Groove, you're very right. The Blame Game by Kanye West, it really does talk about being objectified. It is a nice song though. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Water Groove. You guys are so sweet. So, the second song, either you gotta be old school, you gotta be soulful to know this one, or your parents played it if you a little on the younger side. It's by Michael McDonald. Who know Michael McDonald? Because he killed it with Patti LaBelle. Most people know him off of Patti LaBelle's On My Own song. That song, On My Own. Why did it end this way? On my own. That's not the song, but he was in that video, you guys. The song is I Keep Forgetting. When I listened to that song, and for the first time, maybe I was in a deep thought. Not the first time I listened to it, but it was my first time listening to it, went out of or beyond more than just pleasure, basically. But I keep forgetting. And he just hops right into it. Let me extend the lyrics here. And the beat is hot. It's been sampled over and over and over. Like a lot of people, Warren G, when he did the Regulate song back in the late 90s, I want to say, he was sampling this. Or Dr. Dre, I think, was producing for him. So he sampled this song for him. Yes. So, yeah, Michael McDonald, he says, I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. And then that's an illusion. We're not in love anymore. No, they were never in love. But, let's just roll with what he's saying. Because it's still, see, the other song, The Blame Game by Kanye West, that was more like the narcissist talking. I keep forgetting is more like the empath talking. Some of the illusions and the delusions that we have when we're first breaking up with the narcissist. So he says, I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear. I keep forgetting every time you're near. Every time I see you smile and hear your hello saying you can only stay a while. Because, the narcissist is like doing a hit and run. So when you have that soul tie with the narcissist, it's like I was feeling really strong at first, you know, but here you go again. If the drug addict and the alcoholic is just surrounded, they're at a party surrounded by liquor, you know, it's playing with fire anyway when you haven't made it to a certain level in the healing process. And obviously, when you read these lyrics, this person keeps forgetting because they're thinking about the love bomb, basically. You know, that's what's going on here. So he says, how I know that it's hard for you. Oh, no, he says, hey, I know it's hard for you to say the things we both know are true. You know, what are those things? That it's over, that it ain't right, that we shouldn't be doing this, right? But tell me how come I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. And then, you know, they're repeating the choir. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. I keep forgetting how you made that so clear. Because, you know, when they're devaluing and discarding, I keep forgetting because of that trauma bond. Let me see if what he says in this verse. And then he's saying, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's like the climax, right? Don't say that. I know you're not mine anymore. Anyway, anytime. But tell me. Yeah. That person, the person in this song doesn't want to accept the truth, you know? They're just not ready to step out of resistance. It's almost like that Sheryl Crow song, Lie to Me. Lie to me. I promise I'll believe. And I love her. Lie to me, but please don't leave. You know? Yeah. And then she has another song. The first cut is the deepest. So all of these songs kind of like, you know, describe, you know, that pullback, that, or at least that feeling of being pulled back into, you know, a situation that we know that we shouldn't be in, you know? Aw, aw, that's what's up, Water Groove. Aw, you're so sweet. Right? That's a great song. You know what album of hers that I really love? The Global Session. Oh my gosh, that album was amazing. I feel like you could just play that all the way through. And then, I don't know if you guys know this. This is like a bonus with her. And maybe some of you have seen this. Now, I told you that I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. She went on tour with Michael Jackson for the Bad album to do my favorite song, I Just Can't Stop Loving You. Of course, I love it when him and Saida does it, but he did it with Sheryl Crow too. So Michael Jackson, he had an eye for talent. Like way before Sheryl Crow got on, she was touring with Michael Jackson. That's what's up. That's what's up. And she did a cute job, you know. She did a cute job. Aw. Aw. All right. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to be going off the live chat. Aw. But we were able to hang out for an hour and a half, right? Aw. It's always nice to be able to drop in. Let me know what you think of this whole blackout thing. If you guys are okay with me doing that from time to time. I'm hoping it's not like a big negative to you that, well, no, Lakia, we would like to see your face every time. Can you keep it that way? Let me know. I'll consider that moving forward. Brooklyn, that's a cute name, says, I was directing the lyrics for the song Gloria yesterday. Aw, is this the Gloria? I can't even hit that note. That back in the day Gloria song, that's so fire. Gloria, my Gloria, Gloria. That one, I don't know if I messed it up. Yvette says Rod Stewart originally sang first, cut is deepest. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I gotta listen to his version of it, Yvette. Yeah. That's the great thing. He's a veteran. Like people like him and like Stevie Wonder and them. Like Stevie Wonder has been making music since the 1950s, you guys. That's crazy. Aw, yeah, it always goes by fast when you're having a good time, so that's a good thing. But I want everyone to definitely continue to take care of yourself. I know, like where I live, we have to wear a mask when we to go into any establishment now. Like everyone has to do that. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing because it is something going on. I'm telling you that right now. But, take the situation and find the goodness in it and make it work for you. That's for sure. Aw, well, that's great. I have to check that out. I do know who Rod Stewart is for sure, but I don't know, I haven't listened to a lot of his music. Oh, I love Phil Collins. He is amazing. His music is just so rich. He's definitely another one of those artists. Like he has a beautiful catalog. Aw, you're welcome, Brooke. And it's great to have you pop in. Oh, my little Palo Santo sticks knocked them over a little bit. Aw. Well, everybody, continue to stay safe and, check in on the channel from time to time. Make sure you hit the bell so that you're notified when I do these live chats because I usually just do them without warning. So, but it's great to see that everybody's here and well. And, I'm never too far away and I'll never stay away too long, okay? All right, you guys. Oh, hold on. Yvette says something. Brooke says, thank you for all your help. You're so welcome, sweetie. Yvette says, I had me a designer mask made for me yesterday. Okay. Oh, you know what? I seen that, Yvette, I think I was on Instagram, and people are getting really fancy with it. They're having like a mask. I gotta check on the twins in a second. They have like a mask for each outfit. I think that's dope. See, that's how you take something and you make it your own. You have fun with it. Be like, well, you know what? If I gotta wear a mask, I'm gonna wear a mask. Okay, I'm gonna make it work. And I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I would not think it was bad for someone to like get a bunch of fun masks and have fun with your femininity. Look, I wear a lot of hair pieces, and I've been wearing my natural hair more too before I get off of here, but I have an outside hair and I have inside hair. Okay, I had a little hookup with my hair store because the hair stores is kind of closed, but it kind of turned into a speakeasy, if you will. If you know the passcode, you could get entry, and I'm able to like text the woman and say, "Hey, I need to come in." And they give you an appointment time. And when you go in, it's like you and maybe one other person in the whole store shopping. Okay, I was able to go and get some fresh pieces for you guys and for myself. So when I do my forward face, I'm straight. Okay. And I kind of demoted some of my other pieces for just outside because I don't like mixing the two now. Like before, I was okay with that. But yeah, I got my outside hair and I got my inside hair. And then I got my real hair because you guys know I'm not bald headed to begin with. But these protective styles is what make my hair grow long anyway. That's the secret. Don't mess with it a lot. Don't mess with it a lot. But I done totally digressed it, you guys. But that was a blessing. I'm starting to be able to go into my hair store. Yo. All right. And we ain't even gonna get on nails, but I bought my first nail drill because I had acrylic on my nails. Because the last time I went to the nail shop, I knew it was gonna be closing down because things were getting escalated. But the vanity inside of me was like, refill, please. I knew I should have I was like, Lakia, what if things get worse? You need to take them tips off, girl, and just get some gel polish or, something a little simpler. And I was like, but that's not going to be cute, or it's not going to be cuter than. She was like, you want a refill? I was like, yes, I do. And then things hit the fan, and oh my gosh. It was like my nails, my poor nails, they are just recuperating from getting it off, okay? And then I had to wait for the drill to come because I was the last woman on earth to think to get the drill, and everything on Amazon was back ordered. Oh my gosh. Oh, you live and you learn. I got the UV light though and the gel polishes. So, I mean, once they do open back up, I may go less. I may go less because I done learned how to live without them a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Yes, my hairdresser too, Yvette. She does like a banging silk press or, like a press and curl because I love pin curls. I think they're so sexy on me and so soft and feminine. I absolutely love to get the pin curls done. So. And my hair is so thick and full, I don't really like to attempt to do it myself. And yeah, it's a lot of work. Brooklyn says, been following you forever. And I appreciate my day ones. I have a lot of day ones. You guys really support me on this channel, and I appreciate that. Seashell 200 says, you're amazing. You really don't know it. Aw, I'm just me, hon. Yvette says the whole album is good by Rod. Yeah, it gotta be because I see him all the time being promoted and doing things, and I hear his name a lot. So I should look into it a little more. Brooklyn says the Asian store is open, beauty supply. Oh, good, good. Yours is open. Mine's is kind of on a low, We kind of like sneaking in the back door and like keeping our heads held low and and keeping it on lock. Like if somebody needs something, they could tell me and then I'll go back because I won't mess up a good thing, sending everybody there. So Yvette says we're going to be wearing them longer than we think. I think will be the new norm. Yeah, because the funny thing, Yvette, is how do you go back? How do you go back from this? Like, as long as the disease is still here, how do you go back to the way it was before it wasn't here? You know what I mean? So, yeah, interesting. Yvette says, at least I am, can't hurt anything. Yeah. She says her hairdresser came today to trim and color. Nice. Nice. You got the hookup right there. Count your blessings. Okay. Word of Groove says, thank you and bye. Oh, bye, sweetie. Thanks for hanging out. Yvette says the Dollar Tree has gel polishes. Really? Whoa. I got to check that out. Goodness, what the heck is going on with Nia downstairs? Ugh, I'm about to go see what's going on, you guys. They down there meeting a mommy. All right, you guys. Yeah. What I said, you pay it for it, and that was the goal. That was the goal of my channel, you guys. Because trust me, I was at my lowest before too. But let me go, you guys, so you don't have to hear all of this in the background. Trust me, she's okay. My 3-year-old is a little diva, though. He must have turned Baby Bus off. Because as soon as that happened, oof, I don't know what happened. All right, you guys, it looked like it glitched off. My phone had locked or something. But good night, you guys. Stay healthy, stay well. And what do I say at the end of all of my videos? And this isn't a video, but live chat. Never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. Now's a great time. Keep learning more and more about psychology, not just narcissists, but by psychology. Learn about the human brain and mannerisms. You know, the most successful people in life read one book a week, you guys. Don't be afraid of reading, you know, even listening to the audio books, finding articles, like find ways to continue to stretch and expand your mind, okay? All right, you guys. And oh, yeah. Shoot, I can't talk about books without plugging mine. I wrote 4 books, you guys. If you want to check them out, they're on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. You can get the ebook and a hard copy. Just the author name is Lakia Crawford. I wrote 4 books. Check them out. They're great reads. If you like my channel, you'll love that. And on my website, lakiacrawford.com, if you want a signed book from me, you can order it from there. Okay, but if you're on a budget right now and you're just trying to get in where you fit in, Amazon.com is great. You can get the ebook, but I like to touch my book. You know, I like the smell, of a library. I know I'm weird like that, so that's just me. But you know, ebooks have their place in this world too, especially when you want to go a lot. But either way, you guys, thanks for tuning in. And like I said, never give up on yourself. Continue to do the work. And until next time, please take care.